everyone. We're here with the Bradley Real Estate Group. I'm Erica Harris, and this is Miss Jasmin Bradley. We're going to go over a market report for the month of June. So we're just going to give you a little bit of information from what we see from the MLS to give you an insight of what we do every day. So we're going to compare Richmond County to Columbia County. Last month, 213 homes were closed for Richmond County. The average sale price of those homes were right at $240,000. The average list time on the market for the properties that were listed were 72 days, which is not bad at all, considering that we are still kind of short on homes being on the market and buyers are kind of raving about the interest rate. It's still not bad at all, considering what the situation at hand is. So that gives us 2.5 months almost that homes are sitting. And then the average price per square foot is about $129 for Richmond County.
And this is amazing, Erica. I'm so glad that we get to do this and give you some insight. The average price per square feet in Richmond County when I started was about $75 per square feet. And just to keep that in context, Riverwood Plantation in Evans was selling for around $100 per square feet when I started.
Wow.
So for Richmond County to be average, guys, so that means that if it's average, there's some lower, but some definitely higher. At $130 pretty much per square feet, it means that our area has definitely improved. I know that they're working on areas like downtown and making it more attractive. I'm just really excited about our city, guys. Let's speak positivity about our city. It's not as bad as some people think.
They almost doubled.
Yeah.
That's almost a double trend.
Yeah.
So Jasmin is going to go over Columbia County, and then we can kind of compare. Those are the two main counties that we're going to go over today.
Yeah. So for Columbia County, guys, we have 296 homes sold, and that's just in 1 month. That's pretty much 300 homes that are sold. Then our average sales price in Columbia County was about $384,000. So it's a little bit higher price point, and as expected, ever since Evans, especially Evans, which is like the main part of Columbia County, came up on the magazine as best places to live, prices doubled there. So
Jasmin, what you're saying is, even at that price point, almost $100,000 more, Columbia County has almost sold about 100 more houses, even at that price point, even at the interest rate.
Even at the price point, even at the interest rate. So really just be careful about we're not saying don't be an informed citizen and watch the news, but just be careful and make sure that you tune into the listening ears. A lot of times it's a hidden agenda, unfortunately. It happens. But just to keep this super positive, I do want you to know that it is not as bad as people make it seem. Like people are selling houses every day out there, and people are buying houses every day out there. Yes, you might say, oh, you're biased because you're in real estate, and the numbers don't lie.
Right.
So, all right. So we also had in Columbia County, the average days on the market were 94 days. So you listed your home, and all the way to the closing day, you were all in about 94 days. And then obviously it's expected, it's a little bit higher price point. The higher the price point, the less buyers. And yet what that tells me as an agent is that you're entering into a competition as a seller. So if you want your home to be one of those 300 homes that sold, and you also want it to go fast, you have to make sure that you price it at a price that it's going to cost it to sell. But people are still buying every day, and people are still selling every day. And then lastly, the average price per square feet is $154 in Columbia County. So you listed your home, and you're getting about, multiply your square footage by 154, and you can expect about that. Just remember though, the bigger the house, you get a little less price per square foot, because the smaller the house, you can get a little bit more because the house is small. Again, this is average. You need to consult a professional like us to make sure that we can look at what has sold in your neighborhood and give you an exact price. But if you are at least wanting to get an idea of where your house sits, then that's what you could do. $129 per square feet for Richmond, $154 per square feet for Columbia County. So Erica, the one thing that I did notice with the average sales price being $384,000.
That's 140. I said 100, but I thought about it. I was like, that's a whole nother house. But again, as you can see, even at that price point, people are still purchasing. You just have a little bit more competition as a buyer. If you have a lower price point in that $250,000, $300,000 range, there are still being multiple offers on the table. So people are still purchasing. But again, for the list side, if you're selling your property, then you want to make sure you come correctly. You want to make sure it's ready to sell and you have a good price point.
And then if I'm, because Erica's amazing. She works with both listings if you need to sell your house, or buyers if you need to buy a house. And I see what
Thank you,
Jasmin. She's a great agent. She really is. Aren't the great people the most humble people? Don't you love her? But I will say this, with you serving both buyers and sellers. If a buyer comes and they say, hey, I want to get, Columbia County, but I want to stay under 200,000. It's not a negative thing. They don't do real estate every day, so they don't know the prices.
Right.
But what is your initial thought about that? Is that realistic, unrealistic? What would you say?
What's a thin line? My response would be that it's not impossible that we could not find you a house for 240, even though the average sales price is 380. It just tells me to prepare you that the amount of homes that we have to choose from the inventory is going to be a lot lower. I wouldn't try to persuade you one way or the other, but I will inform you so that you can make the most informed decision based off of the amount of houses that are available in that price point. So just kind of preparing them. That inventory is a little bit lower at that price point, but I will also let them know Richmond County is still a great place to live, and that in Richmond County, because of the price point, we'll have a lot more to choose from.
Yeah, and I love that you said that, because it's true. Like, if this is all you can do and you're approved for 200 or 240, as a professional, we might say like, ooh, that's going to be a tough one. And at the same time, we don't want to discourage you, but you will self-discover. That's what I do find. And you may find a property for $200,000 in Columbia County, but just be prepared that it might need work. And if you don't have the additional funds to do the work to the property, or to get some sort of loan, which you will have to talk to a mortgage professional, we can connect you with a good one. You may find the home with under $200,000, but you just have to be prepared that it's going to need repairs, most likely need renovations. We can connect you with a professional, with a lender that can do a 2 or 3K loan or something like that. But if that doesn't work, if those loans are more difficult, if that doesn't work, then we might have other options, which would either be to increase your price point if you can do that, so that you don't have to do the repairs, or we might have to find a smaller home. Like, I know sometimes people might say, hey, my budget's $200,000. That might not buy you a 3-bedroom, 2 baths, but it might get you a townhome. So those are the options that you can do.
And guys, so like first-time home buyers, again, like sometimes you may have to stay somewhere that you didn't plan to stay, but again, it's not like you can't just resell the house. So you can always resell your house in the future, or you can refinance it, just to put you in a better situation, or even to get money to be able to get that dream home. So for first-time home buyers, I think we kind of get stuck on, I want to get the nicest house or my dream home up front. So especially for first-time home buyers, like sometimes you have to see what you can or what you have.
Yeah, that is wonderful. That's solid advice. You might not get the dream home right now, it might not be perfect. But based on statistics, they said that average home buyer moves every 5 to 7 years. It's not like back in the day when they actually tried to pay off the mortgage. Right. People are moving every 5 to 7 years.
Just sell it. Just let it sell it. Sell it. We'll get you into another house.
That's awesome. But yes, you'll find the next one. You'll be better prepared the next time for sure with a higher price point. Right. All right. So Erica, can you let us know what we're doing this Thursday at 6?
So this Thursday we are hosting our, it's going to be like an investment game that we play to show you how to invest and how to get your feet wet with having fun and not being so serious, but it's definitely going to teach you how to invest.
Yes, absolutely. So the game is Cash Flow. It's by Robert Kiyosaki, which most of you know is the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. He's a great investor,
offer. And really, if you are interested in knowing a little bit about how to get out of the rat race and how investors think when it comes to money, which is the first building block if you're trying to become an investor of any type, just how you think about money, right? And how it flows. And then we're going to set you up to play the game, so you don't have to buy anything, just show up, meet other like-minded people, and let's have a little fun and learn about some money. Awesome. We're so excited that you joined us today. Make sure you finish reading the rest of the newsletter for more advice on real estate and other things that we have going on in the company, and some updates. And also make sure that you subscribe and you like our Instagram, our Facebook page. Follow us. Yes. We're following worthy. We'll definitely educate you a little bit while educating you.
Thank you so much.